Hi, I'm Takiyah Louise. Thanks for clicking through to view this video and welcome to my NailSprinkles channel. Today's video is all about Attain Cosmetics, primarily the starter kit. I'm going to show you what I got in the kit and how to use it on this thumb here. I will start by saying that I purchased these things during Black Friday last year, but I've used them a couple different times, so I kind of know how the system works. And I do like it. The thing that I don't have to show that comes in the starter kit is the cuticle pusher, because I have misplaced that, but I do remember it being a nice weight and having a good feel to it and being able to use it with ease. And then also in this particular starter kit, you do get a matte top coat. Unfortunately, I never received that. And then by the time I realized that I was supposed to have that in this kit, I figured it was kind of too late for me to go ahead and say, hey, I didn't get it. So I went ahead and purchased it this past weekend because they did have a sale. And I purchased another 2 kits, the color kit, as well as the hard gel kit that she came out with. So the hard gel kit was like of the newest release. And then the color kit with the different colored polishes were from the release prior. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I received in my order. This is, let's see, is it going to focus? There we go. These are the Attain swatch dots, just swatch dots that you put on top of the bottles that you get. And it says, thank you, please enjoy this little gift. Just our way of saying we appreciate you, Attain. And this was a free gift during the, the holiday season. And then I did purchase this separately. It's their buffer, just kind of like a flexible sponge buffer that has 2 sides. It says Attain on this one side here. And this was $2.50. And the swatch dots, I think they go for $5 on the website. And then with the starter kit that I got, which I got it with a color nail polish called Lipstick. It's a red color. It was $109, and without the color, it's $99. So it came with this pouch here. Just this. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. It's freaking out. Okay, so it's just this little pouch here. Both sides say Attain with a little tag. And then it's got the zipper, and it's nice and roomy. You can put all your stuff in it. So I got that with this kit. And then I got this lamp that comes in the kit. And this is a full powered lamp. It is, on here it says it's 6 watts. And even on the box here, it says that it's 6 watts, but I feel like I watched a video and they said that it was 9, but whatever the case may be, that's the wattage on it. And another thing that I watched on her channel, Attain Cosmetics, to learn about the different items, even before I made the purchase, and then I continued to watch some more yesterday just to get more of an idea of the ideas behind the products. This particular lamp, when you're purchasing a lamp, you want to look at not only the wattage, but you want to look at the nanometers that it cures under. And a nanometer is like the measurement of the wavelength of light, I believe, of UV light. If I'm wrong, I will put like a little caption on here, but I've watched it a few different times, and basically for gel to cure, it needs to be between 365 to 400 and 405 nanometers. And I believe this lamp cures at the higher range of 400 to 405. Again, I'll watch the video again to make sure that I'm not giving you incorrect information. Please be kind if I forget. I just will try to do my best to include the most accurate information, but honestly, the most accurate place to get this information is straight from the Attain Cosmetics YouTube channel, which is where I learned all of this, and also they have a blog on their website. But the lamp has the 3 diodes there, and then the metal backing, and it's got this USB-A cord, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's just this cord here. It looks like that, and then you just plug it in. And then I have a little block with a USB thing on my table here, so I'm going to plug that in. And then it's designed for the 4 fingers to go in, and then it just turns on like that. And then with the thumb, you just kind of have to maneuver it like that. So what I'm going to do now is show you on one of the swatch dots the color that I received, which is called lipstick. And Attain Cosmetics, I don't know if I said it or not, is made by Liz Morris from the Nail Hub. If you've ever had a question about like nail stuff and you searched on YouTube, you've probably come across her channel. Oh no, I almost cut myself. But she came up with this brand that's supposed to be more allergy conscious and skin conscious, because it doesn't rely on smaller molecule monomers. She uses an oligomer based formula. From what I understand by watching the videos on her channel, is that an oligomer is instead of being a single molecule, it's like a branch chain of molecules that are strung together, so they're larger and less likely to penetrate your skin. So this is the color lipstick. On the bottles, it has the little colorway. It says Attain on the front, and it has like the ingredients on the back. And then it says Attain color lipstick, and then it has the serial number, and then I believe, okay, I see a lot number. I believe the A11D20C is part of like a hex code for this particular color. So that's something that she did to kind of make it unique to her brand, so that you can just kind of like match stuff, colors to your outfits and stuff like that. I don't know. I think she said something like that on her one of her videos. But the formula for the polish, it's a thicker polish by design. My hands are a little shaky. I had coffee and Monster today. Probably not the best idea, but it's like thicker by design. I don't know if you can see this drop. Let's see. Because it's designed for you to be able to do nail art as well as full coverage on your nails. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint this little swatch dot here. And this is a beautiful red. It's like more, I'd say it's like more blue-based red than another color that she has on her website. So I got a little gel on my glove there. I'm going to wipe that off, and then I'm going to stick it into the lamp and let that cure. And then I will say, I don't know if I said, but the kit that I got, everything that you're going to see me use today came in the kit, except for, like I said, the cuticle pusher, which I misplaced. And I purchased, like I said, the other color kit, and then also the hard gel kit. I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos, but primarily I have been plagued with like brittle, easily snapping nails. So I can grow my nails long, but I can't keep onto the length. So this particular kit is what I was interested in because of this one product here called Attain Strength. And what it is an acrylic powder, and I'll open it just so you can get a look here. It's an acrylic powder, and it came with this little spoon here that does say Attain on it. It's a little dirty. And try to see if you can see how fine that is. I don't want to spill it. But it's very, very finely milled and everything. So this is a powder that you use with the gel. And I personally didn't want to contaminate the jar, so I poured some in this little cupcake holder so that I would be able to spoon it out and use on my individual nails. So this is cured now, and this is what the color looks like. And again, this is lipstick. And let me see, it's a little bit sticky. Yeah, you can see that there is some residue coming off from the inhibition layer onto my glove. So that will need to be wiped. And that brings me to one of their next items, which are these little nail wipes. The kit came with a pack of 60, and I'll show them to you. Just pull out a bunch. And it's just like a thin like little paper material. Let's see if I can get them apart. It's like a thin textured paper material. I don't know if you can see the texture there. And they're pretty sturdy. They hold up well with the different things that you can use with it. And this is their cleanser called Attain Clean, which is a mix of, I believe, isopropyl alcohol and acetone, and you just use this onto the nail. So I will be using that in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and get my table set, and then I will come and show you the rest of the items that are in the kit, and we're going to go ahead and get an overlay on this nail here. Okay, so I've got my table set up the way that I want to, and what I'm going to do first is start with showing you what my thumb looks like. Now, I had previously etched my fingernail in preparation for putting an overlay on it, and then I never actually did. So it's just been kind of living out bare, out in the open. And it's much shorter. When I take off my glove, you'll see that it's much shorter than my other nails because I impulsively, when it's split last time, I impulsively ripped the whole thing off rather than trying to repair it. So that's why it is shorter. But I'm going to go ahead and put the Attain Strength with the Attain Adhesion on it to do the gel overlay. And I think since it's been a while since I have etched this, even though it does look pretty gnarly, I think I'll just go ahead and do it. And this is the Attain metal file. Let's see, there we go. And this is the fine side, and it's got just kind of like, I don't know what shape that is. Are they stars? I don't know. Can you tell what shape that is? And then this side has C on it because it's more coarse, and it's just got like, I don't know, little speckles on it that look like they're in some sort of circular or half circular like pattern. I don't know. But I'm going to use the coarse side to kind of etch my nail so that there's something for the stuff to stick to. And I have had this kit for a while, and I've used it a couple times as I stated, so I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to be doing this today. And I already did my other nails, and that's why they're gloved, so when I finish this nail, I'll just do like a full reveal so you can see not only what the overlay looks like, but the state of my nails. Because the last video that I made on this channel was a short actually asking how do you keep your long nails long, because mine just would keep breaking off. I didn't get any responses from that, but I did start doing a few things that I'll talk about in another video, and I think it helped me to continue to retain the length. So now I'm going to take their Attain Clean, and I don't know if there's supposed to be, this is what the bottle looks like. I don't know if there's supposed to be a stopper in here or what, but I'm clumsy and I wish there was. So I'm just going to take a little bit onto the little wipe, and I'm going to instantly close this back up. All right, and then I'm going to just wipe off the dust. So this is like getting rid of the dust and any residual oils or debris or anything that I would have on my natural nail. So that's what it looks like, and we are good to go from there. Okay, so in the new kit that she created with the hard gel, she does have a product that is called Grip, which is a non-acid primer. Obviously that just came out and I didn't have, so I don't have that. It's in the mail. But I previously have tried the system with peel-off base coats, like Jello, and then also the Yogo Zombie. It's the one with the yellow little emblem. And I mean, they did what they needed to. They peeled off. And I just wanted something that would be like a little more permanent to allow me to keep the overlay on longer. And I had this in my stash of things. It's the IBD UV Bonder, which is a non-acid primer as well. So I've been using this for the last couple of times. So I'm going to go ahead and put this onto my nail. And I'm just going to kind of start back here and then inch my way closer to the cuticle. And this might even be too much on the brush, so I'm going to wipe some off. And I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I'm kind of just wiggling the brush along so that it kind of seeps into the little scratches. And I'm trying very hard not to flood the cuticle. I'm going to wipe this off again. Okay. And the lamp itself is a 60-second cure, and you just hit the button and let it rip. So I'll be back after this is done curing. Okay, so I've got the bonder on now, so my nail is nice and glossy and I assume sticky. I'm not going to touch it. So I'm going to go ahead and close this back up. And if you're wondering why it's in this little container, it's because I am clumsy and I didn't want to spill it. And this was the easiest way for me to not do that. It's the little things for me. But now I'm going to take their Attain adhesion. And this is like their base and builder. And I'll show you, and they fill these all the way up. And I'll show you that this is a rather thick product. And you can see that there are some bubbles in it. So what I'm going to do now, and this might be too much, you're supposed to wipe off the neck of the stem of the bottle on the neck. because you don't need that much right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on my thumb, and I'm going to kind of start back here, because this is going to be just like one little layer that actually needs to be cured. I'm trying very hard not to get this on my cuticle area. And my hands are shaky. I think I'm going to try to rest on the table. Let's see if that makes a difference. And I'm just trying to get as close as possible. And this is real time. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this now for a minute, and I'll be right back. And one thing that I find a little, I don't know, like inconvenient is how when you do your thumbs, since I'm recording, I just kind of have to put my thumbprint on the table and just kind of rest my hands. Or if I was doing this not on camera, I would go ahead and pull it to the edge of the table so my thumbs can hang over. But in the kit that I got, that is for the hard gel kit, they came up with like an acrylic riser for this particular lamp that it allows it to rest on it, and you can kind of angle it the way you want, and it shines the light down below, because that kit does come with the dual forms, the sandwich dual forms, so you can try to use it that way. So I'm excited to try that out eventually when I go ahead and cut my nails down again. But I'm gonna let this finish curing and I'll be back. Okay, that didn't take much longer. So what I'm gonna do now is, still using the Attain adhesion, I'm going to get it so that there's a little kind of like, let's see, can you see it? There's like a little bulb of product on there. And this needs to be like a little thicker, because I'm going to eventually put the powder onto that. So it's going to need to have like a little bit more product, a little bit more height. So what I'm going to do is kind of like you would when you do a Builder Joe, just kind of coax it towards the cuticle without touching. And I haven't done this often, and my hands are extra wiggly today, but I try my best. And then, like, I don't know if you can see that bubble there, that bubble right there. So I just kind of try to swipe it away, trying to find the best hand position. So I'm just swiping it down now, and I'm going to take some of the product off because I feel like there's a little too much. So I'm going to just go back and reattach it and just try to swing it and guide it down. Not really smushing down, but just kind of so there's contact with the gel and my nail. And then I'm going to come on this side. And I'm trying to do this fairly quickly so it doesn't run. But this is a very, like I said, a very thick product. So I'm just going to try to drag it down more so it has that little like bulb feel to it. And then I see over here that I have a little bit of a bald spot, so I'm going to try to put some gel there. And I think that looks okay. And then when I look at it from this view, I see it's a little higher on this side, so I'm going to take the brush and wipe it off on the neck and just try to add just a little more on the side to even it out. Hello?
Hey.
Hold on. Sorry about that. I had a visitor, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit. I've got some runoff, a little bit of spillage, so I'm going to take this little Q-tip thing here that I've got and try my best to squeegee it off and wipe it off on there. And I'm going to go back around, squeegee more off, and then dip it back in my little alcohol to kind of clean it. And by no means is this going to be a perfect application because I am not there. I'm just a beginner. And I've only done this a handful of times, and then, oh, I just wiped some off. Let me try to put it back. But I always try to do my best, so. Now I'm going to take my cleanup brush just to try to be more on the safe side. And I'm going to go and wipe. And then I really got a lot on there. And I'm just trying again to not have to wipe this off, but that might be the best solution. But let me see what I can do. Because the next step is to apply the powder. And I'm going to move those. And then get a little alcohol. Try to go around because I really don't want this on my skin. And I can see that I know I should probably just take the whole thing off. That would be the right thing to do, but I feel like I can save it. And then I'm going to take this again. Just wipe it. And I do see a little bubble right there, but I'm going to leave it. Okay, so now what I've been doing, because I don't want to contaminate this jar of Attain strength, I poured some into this little cupcake holder. And you just take it and sprinkle it on. And you don't have to do it a lot, but I do it a lot because, I don't know, I'm just a little extra, I guess. But I did notice that the more you do it, like the little bit more cloudy that it becomes, but that doesn't bother me at all. So I just keep scooping until I don't really see any shiny spots. So that's what it looks like before I put it in the lamp. And I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. Be right back. Okay, so we're out of the lamp and this is what we're looking like. It's got just a little bit of a gloss on it and you can see just a little bit of texture from the strength powder. So what I'm gonna do first is take more of the Attain Clean and we're going to wipe this off. So let me put that back. And I'm just going to take it and wipe it like that. And I think the application was pretty good. If you look at it this way, that's what it looks like. And then you can see that it's just kind of got like a matte coating on it. So next I'm going to take the Attain buffer, and I guess you don't always have to do this, but I'm going to do it just to make sure that it's a little bit smoother. You take it on the softer side, this side with the name, and just kind of do a light little buff just to kind of smooth out the particles, I guess. So I'm going to take that wipe that I just had and wipe off the little dust. And let me close this up before I spill it. So that was the Attain adhesion. And then now I'm taking the Attain Shine, which is their tack-free, if you can see that, tack-free top coat. And it's got the instructions here: cure an LED UV lamp for 1 minute, cleanse nail thoroughly after curing. I thought it was non-tack, or tack-free, so you wouldn't have to clean it, but that's what the instructions say, and I typically just clean it anyway, just to be on the safe side because of a habit that I've gotten into. But so I'm going to take some of this, and I guess let me show you the consistency. This is not as thick. Oh, let me see. This is not as thick as the adhesion, but it's got a nice feel to it. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, they fill these bottles all the way up, so you might have a little bit of a time trying to get the appropriate amount of product out. So you just wipe the neck on the bottle if you feel like you have too much. So then what I'm going to do is, if I can get settled here. Here, let me just hunker down a little bit. Let's see. Is that good? We're just going to take it and slowly inch towards the cuticle area and pull back. And I'm going to rotate my hand a little bit. Do the same thing, hopefully without shaking to death. And get as close to I can on the side walls. And then I'm going to do this side over here. Let's see, can you see it? Sorry if I was out of focus. Trying my best here. So then I'm taking it that way. And then I'm just going to kind of move it around to see that I've got it all covered everywhere I want to. And another thing that I do, which you definitely don't have to, but I don't do like the finish file or the tucking, because my nails are kind of weird, and I just, rather than doing that, because they kind of curve a little bit, I just take a little bit of the remnants from the brush and just kind of lightly tap the tip, because I don't like the feel of like when I can feel the product separate from my nail. So then I take, again, this little Q-tip thing and dip it in my dapping dish with alcohol, and then I just tap it down and then go along the let's see if I'll be able to do it this way. And then just go along, because you can see the shiny bits on the bottom of my nail from touching the brush. I just wipe it from the underside. And then we go ahead and stick it back in the lamp. Okay, so this is what it looks like out of the lamp with the top coat. And I'm gonna just one more time take the Attain Cleanse or Attain Clean and wipe, even though it's tack free. There's no inhibition layer, but I'm just in the habit of doing it anyway, just to be safe. So I'm gonna do that. And it has like a kind of like a squeaky clean type of feel to it. Like, I wouldn't say rubbery, but like you can definitely feel that there's like a bit of, I don't know what kind of texture it is, but you can definitely feel it's glossy, but there's like a little bit of something there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my gloves off, and then you can take a look at my other nails. So that's what the rest of my, so here's my thumbs. Oh, let me get that little bit off. So here's my thumbs, and this is what I was talking about. You can see that this nail is significantly shorter. And then these are my natural nails. I've been growing them out for a while, and thankfully with, I believe, the help of the system and some of the other things that I've been doing, I've been able to retain the length. And last but not least is this Attain Hydration, which is this is in unscented. It's just this hydration spray. Normally I would wash my hands after this anyway, but just for the sake of the video, I'll show you. You just spray it on, and it's a very, can you see how fine of a mist that is? And then I rub a little bit. Oh, I should probably do the other hand too. There we go. And then just rub it. And it's, I believe the ingredient that is in here is beef tallow or something like that. So it's an ingredient that's more in skincare and other things these days. I decided to try it out. I did purchase this separately. It did not come with the kit, and it's I believe $12. And they also have another scent, which I think is green tea ginger. And then I saw on the website that they also had a pear something scent, but I don't know if those are available right now at the time of filming. But the unscented one, this one is, and it's like it just smells clean, like air, like nothing. I don't know. And it feels, you can see that it just looks like my nails have been just re-moisturized. Obviously you only really saw the thumb, but in action, but this is what it's looking like. So these are my nails, and that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Go ahead and share this video to spread the nail love. Be sure to come back to my channel to check out my other haul videos. I've got a few different ones lined up. I'm planning to get all my haul stuff out of the way and then start doing some nail art. So come back and join me. Until the next video, stay sweet out there.